Hey, good morning, guys. How are you doing today? Good morning, online. Slowly coming back from vacation. Good morning. Hi, Azam. Hope everyone are doing good. Nice. Okay. All right. So let's jump on. So what did we discuss in our last class? Hmm? Hmm? Okay. Got it. Okay. So let's have a quick shootout round. Got it. When you create a load balancer, we all know that load balancer is a service or a server. It's a service. So load balancer is how do you access load balancer? Using DNS name. That DNS name is a nasty URL or nice URL. Nasty URL. Guys, I'm saying nasty here. Don't say in interview. Okay, in interview, if they ask like nasty URL, meaning you feel bad. So the URL is not user friendly, right? So if you want to do the makeup, or if you want to do that user friendly URL, in which service do you do that? Route 53. Which one? Route 53. So what is Route 53? It's a DNS service from AWS. Now, what is 53 here? Whose port number? DNS port number. DNS port number is 53. That's why we call it as Route 53. So this Route 53 is all about what? What do we create in Route 53? Records. What do we create? Records. And this Route 53 is global. Route 53 is global. You can write in your book somewhere. Route 53 is global. Route 53 is global. And if you want to secure your entire infrastructure should be within the VPC or outside the VPC? Within the VPC. What is the full form of VPC? Virtual Private Cloud. So VPC is regional or global? Regional. How many VPCs you can create per region? Maximum 5. Okay. So if you see the diagram, the outer layer we have AWS, inside that we have region, inside the region, VPC, inside the VPC, availability zone, inside the availability zone you have EC2 instance. Okay. And then so how do you connect from your company to AWS? Using what? Using VPN. Using what? VPN. So this VPN is using shared internet or dedicated internet? Shared internet. But if you want to have a dedicated connection from your company to AWS, what is the concept that you can use? Direct connect. So can we say direct connect is like a lease line connection? It's a lease line connection from company to AWS. And is it free? How much? $16,000. When we were using that is 16,000, but now it might be increased also. Okay, now. So now I have my application in one region. I have my application in one region, but that application is accessed throughout the world. And if my application is in Mumbai, from India, I have a low latency, but across the world, I have a high latency. I don't have that much budget to put application in each and every region. So which is a service would you recommend to have a low latency across the globe? Which one? CloudFront. Which service? CloudFront. What does the CloudFront have? Edge location. What does edge location do? Cache. What does edge location do? It will cache. How does the edge locations are connected with each other? Using what network? CDN. What's the full form of CDN? Content Delivery Network. How long your data is cached? Based on what? TTL. Based on not 12 hours. Because 12 hours in example I said. So you said based on the TTL. So if you update any application, that updated data will be available immediately to the application? No, it will be after the TTL time. But if I want to have immediately updated, what should you do? Louder. Invalidate the cache. What is that? Invalidate the cache. So if you can, is it possible to invalidate particular file also in CloudFront? Yes, we can do it. So when you create what do you create in CloudFront? Distribution. What do you create in CloudFront? What do you create in CloudFront? Distribution. So after creating distribution, CloudFront will also give the nasty URL. No? So that nasty URL, you can do the makeup in a Route 53 and give that to the customer. So this edge location cache only static data, dynamic data, or both? Both. That's a perfect certification question also. So this is what simply we have discussed yesterday, only these three, because many people were on vacation yesterday. So today let's move on, right? 12 hours, Ravi. Okay. Okay. Can you please confirm? Can you see my screen and can you hear me well? Okay. So Nana, Chittis, do you all know that we need to sign up to the AWS? Do you know that? Right? So what we do is, so what we need to do is we need to go and create an account in AWS, right? Everyone knows this, right? If you don't know also, please keep this in mind. If you want to do the practicals, what we need to do, we need to create an account in AWS. Nana, how do you create account in Google? You know how to create a Gmail account? You know how to create a Yahoo account? You know how to create a Facebook account? You know how to create a Twitter account, LinkedIn account? You know all these things. You don't take help of all these things. But if I say create a AWS account, sir, how? How? Right? It's very easy. How you are creating a normal accounts. It's similar. If you go to AWS, there will be a button called create account. Simple. Create account. Click on first name. Give your details, all your first name, last name, all these things, and then you need to create it. So that is called. What is that console called? Amazon Management Console. What's that? Amazon Management Console. Okay. Let me give you a scenario. The scenario is like this. No. Now in our course, you are individual. Yes or no? We are all individuals. So everyone should have your own account or not? Will you share that account to others? Amma. No. That is only my account. So now let's assume you are all joined in my company. For example, I'm the manager. Assume. Assume, bhai, no problem. Okay, so I'm a manager for you. So now you joined my company. Now you tell me, will you have your own individual accounts or I need to create your account in my company account? So I need to create account for all of you in my AWS account, yes or no? So the main account, so that we have the main account, and inside the main account, I'll create the users for you, yes or no? I'll create the users for you. Here also, there are two types of account mainly. Okay, first one, we call it as root account. What is that? What is that? Root account. Root account meaning, today's task for you is you need to go and set up, you need to create a AWS account. I'll show you how, but it's very easy. So you need to go and create an AWS account, and how you are creating using your email ID only, no? You need to give your email ID, you need to give first name, last name, details, etc., and you fill up, and then you need to create an account. So that account that you are creating, you are the owner of that account or not? You are the owner of that account or not? If you are the owner of that account is called root account. That account is called root account. So now, in my company also, I have my root account or not? In my company also, I have my root account. So what I need to do is, I need to create users for all of you, know. So which is the service in AWS will help us to create the users in our account. That service name is called IAM. What is that? IAM, Identity and Access Management. What is it, Nana? Identity and Access Management. We call it as IAM. Don't call it as IAM. IAM. Generally, I am, right? Don't call it I am. It's IAM. Give milliseconds gap, right? So when you're going for the interviews also, don't call it as I am, and all. IAM, Identity and Access Management. So now we know we have two types of accounts, or we can also call it as two types of users also you can call. One is root account. And where are you creating another account? In IAM, no? So can we call it as IAM account? Can we call it as IAM account? There are two types of account now. What are those? Root account and IAM account. So the main account is called the root account. The main account is called the root account. And if you are creating users in your account and you're giving permissions to others, and that is called IAM account. So now let's say, as a company head, I have my root account or not? Yes, I'll set up a company root account. I created root account. Let's say, for example, Teja. Very good memory power, right? So I created a user called, so I have my company root account now. Now I want to give access to her. Then what I do, I need to go to which service in my account? IAM. I need to go to IAM service. And then what I need to create? I need to create a IAM user called Teja. And I need to give permissions to Teja. Yes or no? What she will be doing in my account? I need to give permissions. No. She want to access what service? Let's say EC2. If I give permissions like EC2 to Teja, when she logged into my account, she can access only which service? EC2 only. I create this Papa's account. So then when I give permission to her, like I'll give permission S3. When she log into my account, she will access only S3. So like that, so you can maintain your entire AWS account using this IAM by giving proper permissions to IAM users. So now you all understand there are two types of account. What are those? IAM account and root account and IAM account. Root account, IAM account. So what you need to do is, Nana, here, today's task for you is, you need to go and set up, create your own AWS accounts. Yes or no? Should I need to give my account to you? No. Will you give your account to me? No. Everyone have your own individual accounts. So you are the owners of your own account or not? So what you need to do is, you need to go to Google. I'll show you, right? And just type AWS free account. AWS free account. And AWS is giving you 1 year free. How many years? 1 year free. So you don't get any bill. If you follow me. If you follow me, you don't get the bills. If you don't follow me, you will get the bill. So that's why I call. There might be so many sugar patients. That meaning very enthusiastic, excited people. They'll go and click that, click this. So why that we this, right? You know. So I'll clearly say that, Babu, which should be clicked, which should not be clicked. Right? So if you follow me, you don't get any bills. And don't worry, no one will get the bills. But you also need to worry if you are careless. Other batch, other trainer, student got 1.5 lakh bill. I'm saying if you are careless, that is for other trainer. Since these many years, since 10 years, I'm teaching. No. So for my students, no one has got the bill more than 100 rupees till now. Because they followed me. Because what? They followed. If you follow by yourself, problem. right? So don't worry, you don't get it. And we have 1 year free trial, and I clearly say that what to do and what not to do. Okay, Nana? Okay, don't worry. So, and don't keep that in mind. 1.5 lakh, that is very bad. Okay. So if you have that fear in your mind, you cannot do practicals. Don't worry, huh? You don't get any bills. So I'm there, no, I'll take care of it. Okay. But you need to follow me. That's what I'm saying. Good. And also, when you're creating AWS account, it will ask your card details. It will ask, oh, every face has got changed now. Till now it was all of a sudden face changed. Huh? So while creating AWS account, they will ask the card details. That can be a credit card or that can be a debit card. Any card, it's fine. So you need to give those details. No problem. You can give. And they will deduct only how many rupees? 2 rupees they'll deduct. How many rupees? 2 rupees. And they will refund also the 2 rupees. Just in case if you get 100 rupees bill or 200 rupees bill, they will get deducted automatically from your card. But do not worry, you don't get much bills. I'm there. Okay. But keep that in mind for the entire course, minimum to minimum 200, maximum, not even 200 you get. Maximum 200. Is that fine? No? Because there are also few paid services that I cannot skip. Right? For that reason, I need to do the practicals for that. And I'll also, that paid service also, I'll tell you how much exactly that paid service practicals price will happen. Right? So what I mean on the summary, what I can say is, do not worry. I am there. Don't fear. Okay. Good. Lalita is saying, can you please reshare your screen? I am not able to see. I no need to reshare. You need to rejoin, Lalita. Guys, can you see my screen? Okay. Okay, now. So come here. So what is that service here we are talking about today? IAM. What is IAM? Identity and Access Management. Identity and access management. How many types of accounts are there? 2 types. What is the first account we have? Root account. We have a root account. Okay. So can we say here IAM meaning you can control the entire AWS using IAM, but right, by providing proper permissions to the IAM users. Agree? Good, Lalita. Okay. Agree with this? You can control the entire AWS using IAM by providing proper permissions to the IAM users. Now, let's say, for example, so I have a root account, and what is the other account called? IAM account. Can I also call it as IAM users? Root user also you can call, or you can call it as a IAM user also. Root user, IAM user, or root account, IAM account. Anything is fine. So call it as root user, or it's up to you. Okay. So now let's say, for example, I have my root account. Can I create IAM users inside it? Yes. Okay. Let's go and create few IAM users here. Tell me few names. Teja. Next. Asif. Chitti. Chitti is invisible. Nadeem. Lalita. Okay. And Azam. Okay. So I created few IAM users like this. Okay. See, now you tell me, guys, you know the services, no? You know so many services. Can you tell me, for Teja, what kind of service we can give the permissions? For Teja, to which service we can give the permissions? EC2, okay, we'll give only EC2 permissions. Good. For Asif, what do you think we can give the permissions? S3, yeah, very good. For Nadim, what kind of permissions should we give? You know the services, come on. Route 53, yeah, okay. For Lalita? Huh? CloudFront, okay, CF, I'll put it. For Azam, can I make it as admin? Can make it as admin? Yes. Admin meaning he'll have the full permissions or not? Yes, he has the full permissions. So now I have a question for you here. Think and answer. I'm saying think and answer. We have Teja, Asif, Nadim, Lalita, Azam. Out of all these people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, who has permissions to create buckets? Think and answer. I'm saying the first thing that you get in your mind will be the wrong answer. Think and answer. Huh? Okay. Some people say only Azam. Some people say only Asif. Some people say both. First, second, third. Which one is the right answer? So the answer is Asif and Azam. Yes or no? Because Azam has the full permissions, no? Anyways, he can go and create it. And who has specific permission? Asif. Asif also can create S3 bucket and Azam also can create S3 bucket because Azam is an admin. Okay, one more question. Who has permissions here to create, to launch EC2 instances? Teja and Azam. You understand? No, it is all about, permissions. IAM is all about what? Permissions. What kind of permissions that you have assigned to the user, they can access only those permissions, only those services. Okay, now another question. Can I give multiple services access to, let's say, for example, for Teja, can I have one more service? Let's say, for example, EFS. Can I give like this also? Yes. So now Teja, okay, now tell me. Okay, that's fine. You will answer, I know. Right, you all understand? Everyone, is this clear till here? So it's all about the permissions. So there are two types of users or two types of accounts. What are those? Users, or we can call it as accounts. What are those two? Root IAM. One is we call it as root user. Another one we call it as IAM user. Now who has full permission? Root user has full permissions. Root user has full permissions. Can you call it as he is a super user? Super user meaning what? Like Superman. He can do anything. Okay, now there is a different. There is a question. Drupal, in this example, Azam is a root user. You tell me, Azam is a root user or IAM user? IAM user. Azam is, who is Azam here? IAM user. Root user, you tell me, guys, root user meaning the main account, no? The main account. So the one which we have created using our email ID and password, yes or no? So that email ID and password, something hello@gmail.com. Who is the root user here? Hello@gmail.com is the root user. Inside that, I'll go and create all the IAM users. And for IAM users, I can give the admin access also. And now you can ask, sir, what is the difference between root user and then admin? Both have same permissions because root user also have full permissions. Admin also has a full permission. Then what is the difference? So the main difference is this guy doesn't have billing permissions. Except billing, he can have all permissions. So Azam cannot access related to billing or related to any card details, because who has the permissions for the card details and billing? Root user. That is only one difference. Rest everything is same to same. Same to same. Okay. Sir don't know what is spelling of same. Huh? Okay. Is this clear, Nana? Okay. So now you tell me, can we make root user as admin also? You no need to make root user as admin, Sayali. Root user anyways, by default, he is a super user. He's a super user. Now, see here, for example, you have your home. You are the owner of your home. And you have rented to the guy. Now you tell me, you have, by default, you have the full permissions, no? Because you are the root user. And you can give limited permissions to the rented guy. Yes or no? Similarly here. Okay, now, how would you identify it is a root user or not? Can I say when you're logging in with the email ID and password, can I say it is a root user? Yes. And here, and you're logging with the just username and password. You're logging with what? Username and password. Teja, username. Asif, username. Did I create it like asif@gmail.com? So that is the root account. When you're logging with email ID and password, assume that that is a root account, and we are logging with just a username and password, that is called the IAM account. So does the IAM has full permissions or limited permissions? Yes. IAM user has limited permissions. So how do you log into the IAM user? Log in with what? Log in with username and password. Clear? The person who has the card information, he is a root user or IAM user? Obviously root user, because he is the owner of it. Clear enough? So can I say parent account? Parent account is nothing but root account. Child accounts are nothing but IAM account. So child account here is IAM user 1, IAM user 2. Can you create multiple IAM users? Yeah, like this you can create. So Nana, can I simply say IAM meaning it's a access control on AWS resources to the users. Can I say this? Can you read this once? What is IAM? You can say IAM is a access control on AWS resources. What is the meaning of resources? IAM user is a resource. EC2 instance, resource. S3 bucket, resource. RDS instance, resource. EFS, resource. Everything in AWS is a resource. And for that resource, can we give permissions? Now I can say Asif can go and launch EC2 instances. Asif can go and stop EC2 instances. So I am giving permissions to Asif for the AWS resources. So can we say that access control on AWS resources to the users? That is called IAM. Is it clear, Nana, till here? Any questions? CC online? Okay, let me give you one more real-time question here for you. Now, assume we are all in this batch, the count is 170 people in total. So all these people are in the same company. We are working in the same, let's say 200 people, we are in the same company. You tell me how many root accounts I should have? One. You said one. Okay, I'll have only one root account, and I create how many IAM users? 200 IAM users I'll create in my account, so that you all people can log into my account and work. Yes or no? Now, you're all AWS department. And I also hide another 200 people, which is DevOps department. I have hired another 200 people, which is security department. And I have another 200 people, which is support team. Now tell me, for all I have different multiple departments. And how many root accounts? Only one root account. Is it easy for me to manage all you 1,000 users with one single root account? I'll go mad. Yes or no? Definitely I'll go mad, because 1,000 users. Imagine I need to create 1,000 users. I need to maintain permissions for all 1,000 users. Whose user is which department? I don't know. Is it difficult or not? Okay. So now I'll write it here for you. So in my company, I have multiple departments. 1, 2, 3. What are those departments? I have given AWS department, DevOps department, security department, support department. Right? I have these many departments. So for each and every team has 200 or more than 200 users. Is it possible for me to handle? I have only one root account. One root account, right? Company account. Company root account is there. Now, is it possible for me to handle this with only one root account? Is it possible? So what AWS has introduced recently meaning 1 year back or a couple of years back. Previously, when I was new to AWS, this concept was not there. We used to handle like this only. But now AWS came up with a concept called organizations. What's that? Organizations. Organizations will help us to maintain multiple root accounts. Multiple root accounts. So as a CFO, Chief Financial Officer, right? So I'll be having my main account. I'll be having. So now, let's say these 4 people are there. 4 departments, right? 4 departments, AWS, DevOps, security, support departments. And each person has how many? They are the managers now. Teja has how many users? 200. This girl has 200, 200, 200. Now I am the main guy. Now what I do is, instead of creating 1,000 IAM users in my root account, what I do is, I'll say, hey, manager 1, Teja, have your own root account. You maintain your department. This girl, have your own root account. You maintain your DevOps department. Have your own root account. You maintain your security department. Have your own root account. You maintain your own support department. And all you 4 root accounts, I'll manage. So I am called here management account. And you are called member account. What account? Member account. So main account is called management account. Now, can I manage here all these multiple root accounts now? Yes. And who end of the day, who will be paying the bill? Is it their individual managers or CFO? CFO. Because I need to know the bill of DevOps and each and every department, right? So as I'm managing these multiple root accounts, all their billing will come to me only, because I am the management account. I am the responsible for all the root account. Can I control this root account? As I'm the owner, can I control the root account? Yes, I can control the root account. Let's say I have a AWS root account. I mean, DevOps department root account is there. Now, that is a root account. No, that meaning she has a full access. Yes, but in this organization concept, I can control. I can say to this DevOps department root account, I'll give only EC2 permissions. I don't want to give full permissions because I am controlling it. For security department, I can give only IAM permissions. For support department, I'll give full permissions. Can I control it? Can I control it? You're getting it, my point. So here, the company root account is called what account? Management account. What account, Anna? Management account. And bottom ones we call member account. What are these called? Member account. You're getting it? You're getting it? So this guy can control the entire whole multiple root accounts. Root account. Root account. So I'm saying it again. So in your company, if you have so many employees, so many departments, handling with only one root account is possible? Not possible. For that reason, what I do for each and every department, I'll ask them to create their own individual root accounts. Veera, Venkata, listen, right? I'll ask AWS department, DevOps department, security department, support department, whatever department I have, I'll ask them to create their own root accounts. And as a company head, I need to manage the root accounts, no? So using what concept? What is the concept AWS came up with here? Organizations. Using a service called organizations, you can maintain multiple root accounts. So the main account is called what account? Management account. So the bottom accounts are called member accounts. What is that called? Member accounts. So this management account can control the member accounts? Yes. How does it control? Using a concept called SCP. What is that? Service control policies. What is it, Nana? Service control policies. Same policies that we have permissions. SCP is nothing but permissions. If I ask you a question, how does the management account control the member account? What do you say? Using SCP. Using, what is the full form of SCP? Service control policies. Is it clear? Okay, now, as this is a root account, it is my wish that I can give full permissions or only limited permissions. Yes or no? Yes. Can I give only EC2 permissions for this AWS account? For DevOps, I'll give Lambda permissions. For security, I'll give IAM permissions. For support, can I give admin permissions like this? Yes, I can control, my wish. Who will be paying the bill end of the day? Management account. Because all these root accounts are joined to the organization. Whose organization? Management account organization. Clear? Guys, is this clear till here? So organizations handles or control multiple root accounts for better management. Simple. If someone asks what is organization, you can say this. What is the organization, Nana? Organizations handles or controls multiple root account for better management only. Yes, sir. Not possible. Prithviraj. SCP. What is SCP? Service control policies. Using SCP, I can control the root accounts. Bhumika. So let's say, Bhumika, you are the head of security department. Assume Bhumika is the head of security department. So now she has her own employees, no, 200 employees. So what I do is I'll create a root account for Bhumika. Bhumika has created a root account for her department. Now can I control Bhumika's account? Yes, I can control. Using organizations, I can control. Control is nothing but what? Control meaning not controlling. Controlling meaning what? So I can, what kind of, that root account has what kind of permissions? Generally, root account has full permissions. But in organizations concept, I can control the root account by giving proper permissions. Like for Bhumika, I'll give only certain services permissions. How do I do it? Using SCP, service control policies. So root account meaning full control. If member accounts are root account, then it means that's the same thing, Priyanka, I'm saying, right? If the member account also has, member accounts are nothing but root account only. Is it good I give full permissions to the root account, member account? Because they joined my organization. You 4 people are my managers. I don't want to give you full permissions. I want to give only in only certain permissions. It is my wish that for support team, I'll give full permissions because they need to support. For DevOps department, I'll give only particular services because I want to control it. To managing multiple root accounts, organizations is the concept. Priyanka, understood? Okay. Is it clear till here, everyone? Online, is it clear, Nana? Okay. You know this very well. What is the full form of SES? SES. What is that? Simple email service. Sir, you said parent account is root account. Then who are exactly child accounts? Who are child accounts? IAM users are child accounts. If you give IAM access to the root account, then they can have many. They can have access as many. Yes. No, Pavan. IAM is just a service. Whatever we have in IAM, they can access it. Not all. What is the full form of SES? Simple email service. So this is used to send emails. What is the full form of SNS? Simple. Very good. Notification service. What is the full form of SQS? Simple dash service. You fill up, sir. Simple queue service. What is that? Simple queue service. So I'm just giving, there are few services like this. It will be helpful for the certification. Okay. And I'm telling you one small thing, which is good to know. Which is the service from AWS which is launched first? The first service launched by AWS. Everyone think that, but not easy to, right? The first service launched by AWS is SQS. Which one? SQS. You can write down that. So don't worry, what is SQS and all? That is not our cup of tea. Huh? So this is for developers. First service launched by AWS. Okay. Okay. And then you have your batch, no? Friends batch, friends. You have friends, you have batch. So in your every batch have this kind of friend who always gives you advices. Yes or no? Free advices, no? Anyways. What anything happened? Re macha, don't do this, Ray. It is not good, Ray. That Ray, this Ray, right? Always free advices. So whether we can take it or we don't take it is up to us. But what you do, you keep on advising. So he's a good friend, no? Can we take it advices as a trusted one or not? Yes, he's telling for us for our good sake only, correct? So he is a trusted advisor. Can I say trusted advisor? Yes, he's a trusted advisor. What he do? He advises. If you are going in the wrong direction, he'll advise us. If you see any loophole, he will advise us. He say any issues, he'll advise us. Similarly, here also in AWS, there is a service called Trusted Advisor. What is that? He will advise you. Babu, do this, don't do this security issue. You have opened everyone, public, you have given public access. So basically, he will give the trust advice. So only 4 or 5 he'll give for free. After that, if you need more advices, you have to pay. You saw many things, no? Only 4 or 5, generally so many companies, what they'll give only test 5 advisors. If you are more tempted on that, they'll say, hey, I can give me more, then pay more, I'll give more. So here, what is the service here we call? Trusted Advisor. So these are all Chumma services. I'm just giving you for your knowledge purpose. Okay. Trusted. What does the advisor will do? He advises. Okay. Next. What inspector will do? You know inspector, right? Inquiry. Okay. What else he do? What is the job of the inspector? Investigation. He inspects. He inspects what? So what does the inspector will do? He inspects the area, no? We have, each area has one inspector. Let's say, for example, Amirpet has the Amirpet police station is there, no PS. So he inspector is there. What is his job? He inspects this Amirpet area, whether any security issues are going or not, any problems are there, any thieves are coming, anything robbery is happening, any unusual activities are happening. So what is the job of inspector? To inspect the security issues. Yes or no? Similarly, here also in AWS, we have something called AWS inspector. What is that? AWS inspector. What does inspector will do? He inspect AWS and your environment. Any Bucci is coming inside, any security is coming issue, any kind of issues, all these things, who will inspect? AWS inspector. Clear? Is it clear till here? Yes, any kind of activities, this guy will take care of it. Okay, so now let's move to the next important thing. Now I'll give one real-time scenario. You tell me, okay? Assume that I have one EC2 instance. What is this? EC2 instance. And what you did is, you launch one EC2 instance with, let's say, 4 GB RAM, 2 CPU, virtual CPUs. Okay. So what you did is, you launch one, you got a requirement. Listen this carefully. You got a requirement and you have launched one EC2 instance with how much GB RAM? 4 GB RAM you have launched and you went home. At night, everyone, your customer started accessing that EC2 instance. How much GB it is? And you got so much of load on the EC2 instance. What will happen to the EC2 instance? Yes or no? You will have the problems. So the EC2 instance, he stood very strong. Hey, I want to support, I want to give, I want to serve all the customers. But all of a sudden, the 4 GB RAM got over and many people started accessing in. What will happen? It will crash. While it is crashing, he will send a letter, suicide letter to you, saying that, Arevo admin, you have launched EC2 instance, you have launched me in the morning and you left me alone at night. Many people started accessing it and I could not able to handle it. I'm gonna die. Itlu Shravani Subramanya. Right? So he will send a letter. So letter meaning he'll send a notification, no? Which is the service is used to send notification? SNS. See, however, we are integrating it. But here, there should be someone who should monitor the EC2 instance, no? EC2 itself will self-monitor. No. If you are unhealthy, to whom you go? Doctor. What doctor will do? He monitor. Doctor will do the monitor. So for this EC2 instance also, there should be some monitoring, no? So that service, here we call it as Cloud Watch. What is that? Cloud Watch. Cloud Watch. So which is the service is used for monitoring purpose? Cloud Watch. Watch meaning what? Monitoring. Watch meaning what? Monitoring. Remember, whenever it is related to monitoring, so which is the service that you should get in your mind? Cloud Watch. So can I say Cloud Watch is used to monitor? Remember, Cloud Watch is used to monitor not only EC2 instance. Cloud Watch can monitor EC2 instance. Cloud Watch can monitor S3. Cloud Watch can monitor RDS. Cloud Watch can monitor EFS. Cloud Watch can monitor Route 53. Everything it will monitor. Can I say Cloud Watch is used to monitor all AWS resources? Yes. Is it specific to only EC2? No, it is for all services. So let's write it here. So CloudWatch is used to monitor all AWS resources. What does it monitor? Can it monitor EC2, Nana? Can it monitor load balancer? Can it monitor S3? Can it monitor RDS, etc.? Everything it monitors. Everything it monitors. Okay, now. So let's say, for example, CloudWatch is just a service. CloudWatch is just a service name. I'll give best example. See, you want to wake up early morning. At what time you wake up? At what time you wake up generally? 9, 7, 4. Very good. Okay. So let's say, for example, you want to wake up early morning at 5 o'clock. For example, 5 o'clock. 3 a.m. What will you do at 3? Okay. So, but 3 a.m. is a very good time for all kind of, it's very nice time basically. Okay. You want to wake up early morning at 5 o'clock. If you want to wake up, what will you do? You put what? Louder. You put alarm, or you can call it as alarms. R should be rolling. So it should be alarms. So whenever you talk in interviews, don't call it as alarm. You can call alarm. Good. But in interview, call it as alarms. Right? So if interviewer is also in our same school, then call it as alarm. Okay, good. Okay, so now CloudWatch is just a service. But watch, you want to wake up early morning, no? So you have a watch. And what you put? Alarm you put. What you put? Alarm you put. At exactly at 5 o'clock, you put the alarm. So who is doing the action here? Watch, alarm? Alarm, no? So watch is here, CloudWatch. Who is doing the action? Alarm is doing the action. Here also in CloudWatch, we have a concept called alarm. 5 o'clock is a metric. 5 o'clock is a metric. So the alarm will be alarm will ring before 5, after 5, exactly at 5 o'clock. So 5 o'clock is a metric. So here also you can create an alarm. So now to whom you are creating alarm? Can I say if the CPU utilization is going greater than 90%? If CPU utilization going greater than 90%, alarm or not alarm? Alarm. So we need to create alarms. What we need to create? Alarms. Alarms. So you can use metrics. No. What is a metric? CPU is one metric. Network is one metric. Disk is one metric. How many? Based on requests also, you can create alarms, etc. So you can create an alarm based on CPU. You can create based on network. You can create a CPU based on you can create alarm based on disk request, anything you can create it. So now you have an EC2 instance. Can you create an alarm? Yes. What is alarm that you can create? If the CPU utilization is going greater than 90%, send me the notification. Send me meaning here, you, admin. If CPU is going greater than 90%, what you will get? Notification. So you will get the notification using email also. You will get notification using SMS also. Let's say, for example, you launch on EC2 instance, you left home. And what you did, you created an alarm. Array, you create an alarm for the EC2 instance saying that, hey, EC2 instance, if the CPU utilization is, your CPU utilization is going greater than 90%, you are telling to the CloudWatch. You are telling to the CloudWatch, and you are creating alarm in CloudWatch saying that, hey, this is my source. This is the EC2 instance. If the CPU utilization is going greater than %, send me an email or message. So you went home at night, everyone started accessing it, and all of a sudden you got a ting ting message. And message contains saying what? CPU utilization going greater than 90%. You get up at that time and then go and investigate what's the problem and take the proper action. So you understand what is alarm here? So alarm SNS, Priyanka, SNS is used to send the notification to you, emails. Alarm is the guy who is doing the monitoring there. That's the difference. Is it clear? So in CloudWatch, we create what, Nana? Alarms. We create alarms to monitor AWS resources. Can I say this CloudWatch monitors the performance? What is CPU going greater, down? What is it? Nothing but performance only, no? So CloudWatch monitors performance. Okay. Now we have two types of monitoring. How many types of monitorings are there? Two types of monitoring. One is called basic monitoring. Another one we call it as detailed monitoring. What are the two types of monitoring we have? Basic monitoring, detailed monitoring. So basic monitoring meaning basic monitoring and detailed monitoring. So basic monitoring meaning, Nana, in your laptop also, if you go to taskbar, you will get a CPU utilization, no? Memory utilization, CPU utilization, you will get it, no? Graph, you get it, no? So you got it, let's say for example, your CPU utilization is 70%. Next, the graph will come down and go down, right? What is the time interval here? So here, if you go for basic monitoring meaning every 5 minutes, you will get the CPU utilization details for every 5 minutes. Let's say now it is 10:10, for example. 10:15, you will get 1 point CPU utilization. 10:20, another point. 10:25, another point. So every 5 minutes data interval, you will get it, CPU utilization, which is free. AWS is giving it for free. So here you will get the data points every 5 minutes. It's free. And this is default. By default, you get it. You don't need to do anything. By default, you get it. Now, a detailed monitoring meaning you will get the data points every 1 minute. Every how many minutes? It's up to you whether you want to enable detailed monitoring or not. If let's say in your real time, you have the EC2 instance and very critical EC2 instance, and you want to monitor every minute. You want to monitor because it's a very critical server. So your manager told, hey, monitor every minute. Can you go and enable detailed monitoring? Every minute CPU utilization you will get, minute-wise. So here you will get the data points every 1 minute. It is billable. It is billable. Is it free? No, it is not free. It's billable. Okay, I'll show you what is that. Data points, meaning here, Pawan. So you will get the CPU utilization like this. You get like this, no? So if you take for basic monitoring, let's say 9 o'clock, 9. What is the next point you get? 9:05, 9:10, 9:15, 9:20. You will get the data points every 5 minutes. In detail monitoring, if it is 9 o'clock, next is 9:01, next is 9:02, 9:03, 9:04. Every minute you get it. That is the difference between basic and detail. Already load balance is doing health checks. Why CloudWatch concept was introduced? You're asking me, Aarti? If you're asking me, let me answer. I'm talking about EC2 instance level. I'm not talking. Okay, you tell me first of all. Load balancer is doing the monitoring for the application, for the server. For the application, no? I'm talking about what? Application server here. If load balance is doing the monitoring for application, then who will do the monitoring for the server? CloudWatch. Okay, na? Hope that is answered. Okay. Is this clear? Is it clear? CloudWatch? Nice. Okay, now. There is also one more service called CloudTrail. What's that? Cloud. This is also used for monitoring purpose. But the good thing here is, whatever is happening in your entire AWS account, everything is getting recorded in CloudTrail. CloudWatch meaning individual thing. I'm watching individual persons here. Individual persons. Right? But CloudTrail, whatever is happening in my entire AWS account, let's say anyone who is clicking that to clicking this, creating that to deleting that to updating this, everything, every action that we do in AWS account, everything is getting tracked where? CloudTrail. What is that where? CloudTrail. So this is CloudTrail. Those are events. Those events are also getting tracked here. Monitors entire AWS environment. Monitors entire AWS. So it is like event logger. Do you know event logger? All the events, whatever is happening, not only anything, whatever is happening, you need to go and check in the CloudTrail. Okay. Event logger, it records, it tracks, right? It is used for auditing purpose, all the logs, etc. Everything you will get it in CloudTrail. Let me give an example. For example, Pawan Kumar, listen this. Guys, you're all working in my account. Someone pusuk deleted, terminated my EC2 instance. Someone terminated my EC2 instance. Now I asked, hey, who terminated the EC2 instance? Tell me, you? Who? You? Mother, promise, sir, I have not terminated. Anyone will accept the mistake? No one will accept the mistake. If I say, hey, tell me, you seriously, did you terminate the EC2? Everyone say, no, sir, no, sir, no, sir. You tell me now, which is the service? I should do the investigation. No, who terminated it? So which is the service in AWS is the first service to go and do the investigation is CloudTrail. Because everything that you do in AWS, each and every click is getting recorded in CloudTrail. CloudTrail is the BAP of Event Bridge. Understood? So everything that you do, everything is in the CloudTrail. Okay. And now, okay, now you tell me. Yes, you can do it, Dilshar. So, okay, now you tell me. I gave this scenario, like if someone terminate the EC2 instance, you tell me CloudWatch can find out that issue? CloudWatch. No, CloudWatch used for what purpose? Watching purpose only. CloudTrail, everything record is there. And there is also one more service called config. Which one, Nana? Let's say I have EC2 instance. You tell me, see here, I have one EC2, which is 4 GB RAM. I have increased it to 8 GB RAM. CloudWatch will find out that. CloudTrail will find out that. Yes. But in CloudTrail, so many millions of records will be there, no? Like this, so many people will be doing in my account. Is it possible separately for me to find out? No. If you want to separately find out the changes, whatever is happening on the AWS resource, this config will find out. So config, is used to monitor the changes. Monitor the changes in AWS resources. Monitor the changes in AWS resources. Is it clear the difference between CloudWatch, CloudTrail, config? Clear? If you still have doubt, should I give one funny example for this? Funny only. Huh? Okay. No problem. Tell me frankly now, how many of you here have a habit of going to gym? Okay. So I have Satya, that meaning I have backups. Okay. Not now, I was also going for gym before. So those who are going to gym, they can easily relate what I'm saying today. Now in this time. Okay, let's assume this is the gym. Now when we go to gym, we have the trainer, coach. We have a trainer, coach. When we go inside, what he will do? He'll say to us, he'll say, okay, so we'll go and ask, hey, sir, trainer, what is today? What should you do? So today is Monday, do 100 sit-ups, 100 pull-ups, 20 minutes treadmill, 20 minutes cycling. After that, you do the weights, pull-up, if it is shoulders, thighs, whichever it is, biceps, triceps, whichever it is. Okay, so he'll do this much things for us. Okay, what I did was, okay, I started doing it. Now, let's say I'm doing the weight lift of 40 kg. I'm doing the weight lift 40 kg, for example. So we'll be dying to lift that 40 kg or 50 kg, right? We are trying to lift. And the trainer, he'll be watching from very long. Or he'll be sitting next to us only. He'll say that, he will hit and then, do it, man, do it. You can do it. You are a man. Go and do it, do it, do it. Are hum log mar rahe hai, right? You know, so he'll say, do it, do it, do it. Okay, we'll be doing it, no problem. But the problem that I get is, when a girl next to us lifting 2 kilograms of dumbbell, he will run all the way from there and he'll give the support. Are slowly, yaar, slowly. Yes or no? Gym people, yes or no? Yes or no? Right? See, online, yes or no? So this is very fact. So, but thing is here, assume we have a girl here and we have a trainer here. Nana. So trainer is monitoring whom? Trainer is monitoring girl only. Okay. So trainer here is who? What? Who is the trainer here? Cloud? Watch. Girl is. What is the purpose of the trainer? Trainer is watching monitoring the girl, how she is lifting, how she is doing the work, right? And here also, CloudWatch is doing what? So trainer is watching the performance of the girl. The trainer is watching the performance of the girl. But there is one more guy who is watching the performance of the trainer also. Yes or no? The performance of the trainer will be watched by whom? CC camera. What is that? CC camera. So we have the CC camera, CCTV here. And CCTV is like what? You tell me. CCTV is cloud. Cloud trail. So in CCTV, everything, whatever is happening in gym, everything A to Z will get recorded. You understanding? Whatever is happening in the entire gym is getting recorded in the CC camera, that is cloud trail. And trainer is a cloud watch where is going and monitoring the girl. And now also one more scenario. Now when we are doing, let's say everyone have this habit. Trainer will come and say, first do 2 kilograms, next 5, next 10, next 15, next 20. Yes or no? But what we do? Do we do 2? We go for 5. Do we do 10? We go for 15. Yes or no? We do this. Very happy. So when I was shifting from 5 to directly 15, there will be one nasty friend next to us. He's monitoring the changes, what is happening. Yes or no? And when the trainer come and say that, hey, have you done everything? And he'll say, I will say, yes, sir. But our nasty friend will say, no, sir, he skipped 10 kilograms, 10 kg dumbbell. So who is our friend is here? No, our friend is here. He is monitoring the changes was happening. And who is our friend here? Which service? Config. So if you take this entire gym as AWS example, if you take entire gym as AWS, the CCTV is the CloudTrail. So CloudTrail monitors whatever is happening in the entire AWS, it will monitor. And if you want to monitor the performance of particular resource, CloudWatch. And if you want to monitor the changes happening, we'll go in now. See, we'll go to our friend. See, how much got our biceps or not? So the changes that what is happening in our body, who will tell? Our friends also will say, yes or no? So our friends are config here. Now you see the difference? That's the best I can give the difference between CloudTrail, CloudWatch, and config. Is it clear? Okay, so now we have, let's say, in your home, internet is not working. What will you do? Raise a complaint. Yes or no? So if your internet is not working, what will you do is you will contact the customer support. You'll contact the customer support. So for every service provider, there will be customer support. For AWS also, we need to have a AWS support, right? So anything that you have any issues with AWS, can you connect to the customer support? So here also, we have something called AWS support. There are different types of supports. One, we call it as basic support, developer support, business support, enterprise support. What are those support, Nana? Tell me. Basic support, developer support, business support, enterprise support. Very important because this will come under certification. Again, what are those? Basic support, developer support, business support, enterprise support. So when you're setting, I told you to create a AWS account. No, when you're setting up the AWS account, it will ask in the end, Babu, which type of support that you need? Which one you should take it? Which one you should take it, Nana? Basic you need to take it because this one is free. This one is free. If you Pusuku selected enterprise support, you know how much you need to pay? $15,000 per month you need to pay. So the main difference between all these things are SLA. What is it, Nana? What is SLA? Service level agreement. What is that? Service level agreement. So if you have a basic support, let's say we all have a basic support, which is free, no? Let's say you created a ticket with AWS. Babu, this is not, this is the problem I have. Will you get immediately reply? You don't get it because it is a basic support. It will take 1 day or 2 days to get reply. If you go for developer support, where you need to pay $100 per month, you will get it in 1 day. So business support within few hours. Enterprise support, your issue will be resolved within 15 minutes, no matter what. No matter what, how much big issue it is, your issue will be resolved within 15 minutes. And if it is skipping more than 15 minutes, AWS will return the money for you. That much powerful is how the AWS support is. So which is the support that we should be choosing it? Basic support. Nana, is this clear? So these are the main services, service level agreement, Veera. So till now, since so many days, we are talking about the overview, no? So these are the overview of the services that we are covering. Not only this, there are also other services that we'll be covering. Okay, but these are the main core services that we'll be covering in next coming days. You understand the overview? Did you like? So so you understood the different types of services now, and you can easily relate now, right? You know what is EC2, you know what is RDS, you know what is Route 53, you know what is EFS, you know what is EBS volume, Beanstack, Lightsail. See how many services that you know, right? You can easily get connected now. Yes or no? Okay, now So so are you interested to see how the console look like? Ready? So okay. Okay, see here. Going to AWS console. Ready? Yes, sir. Louder. So before going to the AWS console, what I say is here, don't panic. It's very important. You should not get panic, because let me give an example. Nana, congratulations to your eyes, because no one has seen this console, the old console. So this is the old console that we have, that we had. Old console. What is this? Starting days of AWS console. No one has this, because people like us, we worked on the starting days of AWS. And I know how it has been evolved. So now you tell me, what are the services that we have learned here? Hold on. I'll say, you say yes or no. Okay. EC2, Lambda, S3, Storage Gateway, Glacier, CloudFront, RDS, DynamoDB, Elastic Cache, Redshift, VPC, Direct Connect, Route 53, IAM, Trusted Advisor, CloudTrail, Config, CloudWatch, Beanstack, right? SQS, right? SCS, SNS. And even more we have learned, right? You feel confident, injected without pain, right? There is no efforts that you're putting, just right. So the good thing is, even I thought, wow, we know so many things here, right? We know so many things here. It's only few things that left. If I learn that, I'll be master in AWS, I said. I thought initially. Then what has happened is, AWS has changed the console again. Next. And the console look like this. Then I thought, okay, bhai, no problem. Who is the developer, he or she doesn't like colors. Previous was colors, yes or no? The previous was the color, and then that girl or boy, whoever it is, the developer doesn't like the colors and took off the colors. Then I thought, okay, no problem, let's take off the colors. Then later, it has been modified like this. Then I thought, oh, no color. But when I start concentrating on this page, I got to know one thing. What is that? Scroll bar. That meaning the number of services got increased. Right? So then I got panicked. Are there so many services? I need to learn all the services. Then I realized, and many people say that do we need to learn all the services in AWS? 100% no. So no one in the world knows all AWS services. No one in the world knows all AWS services. So AWS want to be number one in the market, no? AWS want to be number one in the market. For that reason, every technology he came and he put it in AWS. Every technology. Let's say, are we here to learn about robotics? Are we here to learn about blockchain, satellite related thing, anything related to Internet of Things, IoTs? No, we are not here to learn all these things. So whatever the core services are there to go and do the job perfectly in your real time, those main core services will be covered, and that too with the solution architect subject. So that's why I said you no need to panic, because there are more than 200 services are there. It's impossible. No one in the world will learn all these things. But I would say after learning after finishing our course, you will be very good. Let's say, for example, all of a sudden you get a requirement of workspaces. For example, your company has asked to set up workspaces. Would you say, Riyaz sir didn't teach workspaces, I don't do? You should not, right? Whatever is required for the workspaces, we have learned all the things. The only thing is you need to go and investigate, explore, and start doing it. You're getting it, right? So all the main services, core services that will be, and the overview that I have given, no, so many services, all those services will be covered. Okay, now? So from tomorrow onwards, what we do is, you have seen all the overview of services till now we have discussed. Now tell me, out of all this overview of the services, which is the first service that we should take it, go and do the deep dive and do the practicals? So many people will do the same mistake. Everyone will say EC2, but not EC2. It should be IAM. Which one, Nana? Because you are setting up your own account, no? You need to secure your account. You need to know how to create a users. You need to give the proper permissions. Then only you go to EC2, no? So those who don't know the logic and the strategies, like, they want to just, so I don't know, talk others. But thing is, we'll go with the IAM. First, you need to secure your account first. Then only you do all kind of things inside. So from tomorrow onwards, what we do, we'll do the IAM deep dive. So from tomorrow, we'll go with IAM theory first. And then once we complete couple of 2-3 days of theory, after that, then we go with the practicals on IAM. Then this IAM is done. We'll keep it aside and we'll take one more service. We'll do the theory and we'll do the practicals. So this is the strategy that we use. I use. Clear? No hurry, nothing. Aram says slowly we'll do. Right? No. Praveen, no. Sir, can you do, please scroll down. This is paint. I cannot scroll down. No, Pavan. Okay, Nana. So do you know? Okay, see here. What is your task today? To go and set up your AWS account. You just create free AWS account. Do you see this here? Go here. Do you see create free account? Okay, now create free account. Click on it. And then I already have the account, right? Create a new AWS account. And here it is asked, what user is this? Root user meaning your email ID. So put your email ID here, give your account name and verify email. You will get an email on this and you will get first name, last name, all the details, and you will get your OTPs and you provide the card details. Now, card details, please provide Visa card, MasterCard, all this work. Sometimes RuPay card might not work. RuPay card will not work. On the card side, I cannot do anything. So you need to find out your card and then put it. And many people will say, sir, I put my card details, but still it is not working for me. What should I do? Sometimes it will work. RuPay also will work, but sometimes it will not work. Please take care of it. And also very important, if your card is not working, so you need to enable international transfer, international transactions you need to enable, because AWS is in US, no? You need to deduct 2 rupees from your account, right? So they need to charge from US. So that international transfer should be enabled in your account. It should be by default should be there, But if not, that will be the one problem for you. Otherwise, it's okay. And make sure that if you have any old accounts, don't use it. And if you have your old account, make sure that account is less than 1 year. Less than 1 year. Because how many years free tier we have? 1 year free tier. So for that, I'm saying it's better to create a new account for you. Don't use the old account. But if you want to create a new account, you need to use a new email ID. With the same email ID, you cannot create a new accounts. And don't fake it up. Use proper professional names, details, everything. No hurry, no problem at all. And also I'm saying this, just in case if you get the bill also in 1,000 or something, that can be waived off from AWS for the first time. Okay. So don't fear, nothing will happen. We are there. So just follow my instructions, then it will be okay. So what is your task, Nana? By tomorrow, you need to create a AWS account. And tomorrow we'll go to the deep dive on IAM. Super. Take the screenshot if required for you. Service level agreement. Sambit. Sir, I'm fresher in my company is asking to appear for actions next week. Yes, you can. Jaya Harsha. You can. But it is better to wait. But if you don't have a time, then you can go for it. So next one. Priyanka, member account will come under organizations concept. Okay. If you are using organizations, if you are handling multiple root accounts, that multiple root accounts is called as member account. But from AWS perspective, we have two types of account, root account and IAM user, IAM account. But in organizations, it's a collection of root accounts. Good. Can I give a final CC for today, please? CC with smile. There will be a Lalita, there will be a count. There will be a limit. Yes, Pavan. Great. So that is all, guys, for today. And I'll see you tomorrow with the next topic. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.